Welcome back to the Chaos, everyone. ChaosEclipse here. In the last video, we were attacked by a random one alien type thing that put like this fog on our ship, and it was actually hurting the entire crew. However, we have done a lot more since then. I've upgraded the ship quite a bit. I have looked around quite a bit more and everything. In case you guys are wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm just looking around just because I just logged on. So sometimes when you log on, if you miss like an egg sac or something, and then you turn off the game and you turn it back on, that egg sac will have hatched all over the ship, and it would have spread it, everything else. I think it's supposed to be like if the game advanced while you were offline. So I was just taking a quick peek around. But as you can see here in the ship assault room, you can see that there are no aliens in here. By the way, this is Genesis Alpha 1. I am playing on the PS5. In case I didn't say that, I have a extremely short-term memory. So, wanted to point that out. I found this guy. I don't know what they are. I've never seen them before. But I did capture a few of them. So I wanted to do some tests on them. Also have this guy here. I want to see if we can get some stuff from them. I think we need more radiation blue, though. I don't know how much we currently have. We have no radiation blue. That's why I'm not doing anything with them. So we need to find more radiation blue so that we can do tests on them, because it does take radiation blue to mess with these guys. They do have that weird sound that you're hearing. It's pretty annoying, especially if you're just running around the ship and you like forget where they're at, and you go under the ship and you come out over there, because all you hear is the or whatever sound they're making. But anyway, let me show you the map as well. Actually, let me show you the ship and the map as far as everything that we've done so far. So first, if we take a look here.
Welcome to the shipbuilding interface. Here you build and upgrade our ship.
How do I stop her from talking? Okay. All right. So as you can see, I got rid of the long tunnel thing that we had here. We also had one on the other side. I got rid of that as well. That is because I wanted to add in some extra stuff. So we found a respawn chamber. I put that in. If you look here, we have a clone lab number 2 now. It's not clone lab 1, and we have clone lab 2. We built the shield room, which actually gives us shield. Over here we have the cantina, which you guys already knew about. I think we had another one of those. Yeah, so there's a cantina here, there's a cantina here. We built 2 more greenhouses, and then we also have the bar, which I will show you guys because this is the first time I've ever put a bar on my ship. I have seen the room before, but this is the first time I've actually found one where I can actually build it. And then we have 2 hyperdrives, one there, one over on this side. And those are all of the new things, I believe, that I added in. Oh, maybe workshop 2. I don't know if you guys seen that. But those are all of the new things that I found that that I added onto the ship. So let me actually show you the rooms first. So first we can actually look at the respawn chamber. Respawn chamber is nothing fancy. It is just this room here, and all it does is if I die, the character who I am, I will then become this person specifically. So I will become Wagner. That will be the next person that it makes me take control over on purpose. So if you have like a high-ranking clone that you want, or a specific species you want, you can put them in this respawn chamber room here, where they literally do nothing. There's nothing in here for them to interact with or anything. And then you'll become that person. I believe you can only assign 1 person here. Oh, you can actually assign 2. So I believe it goes in order, though. I believe it said that. So you'll become that person. The cool thing about this room is that it actually has access to the bottom. So if I'm getting attacked by a ship or something and I'm out here, the good thing is that if there's aliens like walking around out there, I can easily jump right down in there and kind of help myself to survive a bit. And then you also have your stuff in here. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I hit the heal button. That freaked me out. So you'll have weapons and stuff in here, like whatever you already had, assigned or whatever. So if you need to pick up a weapon real quick, you can obviously grab it, grab ammo. You can grab your turrets, your barriers, whatever you need, and then go and hopefully kill whatever killed your previous character. Next, we can go and we'll look at the Clone Lab 2, which is right over here. This is our Clone Lab 2 room. It looks similar to the Clone Lab 1, which right here is where they come in at. All this room does is it lets you clone the tier 2 species. So if you have any samples where you can make anything tier 2, which we do not, you can see that we don't have any tier 2 things here. But if we did, in here is where you can actually make them. And then there's also Clone 3, which you guys have seen. We could have bought, but we did not. If we go to our shield room down here on the end, the room itself, as far as like inside here, does nothing. I don't know if you have to have someone assigned here. This is actually the... Oh, what are you? I don't remember what species that is. It's not a crawl. Oh, it's the mantis. So this is one of the mantis people. I don't know if you guys seen the people that I have now. So in here, this is literally just the shield room. Like I said, I think you can assign 2 people here, 1 person. But you can see there up in the top left, it shows 1 out of 4. So I believe that you can actually get 4 shields. And if you look at the bridge, oh, not there. If we go back and we look at the bridge, you'll see on the bridge it actually has a shield up here. And I believe the more shields you put, the longer it will take for that to go down when you're being attacked. So I think no matter what, it's still going to be a full green bar. But if we get attacked right now, that bar drops really fast. And then if you had like a second shield room or a third shield room or anything like that, then it would drop slower. You can see that we have a hollow in here. We are actually currently at a trade station, which, like I said, we'll go over the galaxy here in a minute because there is a lot that I've discovered there as well. Let's go and look at the bar. So if we come all the way down here, through here, and here. Am I going the right way? I'm not. I knew it. I knew it. That's why I checked. It's here. All the way this way. Down to the last hallway. Come over here. So here's our first cantina right here. It's just like a room for them to gather for anyone who you don't have assigned to a job. Come over here. You have orders. There's a second cantina right here. Same thing. It's just a room for them to gather in. And then the bar is actually next door. You can see there it's the bar. You also have access out this way. So here's the bar. Like I said, I have seen this room on other ships before, but I've never actually had the room, which is actually pretty cool because it actually has like 3 floors or something like that. And you can actually come up here and you can look at the different floors, which there's nothing in here. Like I said, it's just like a little hangout for them, but it's just kind of cool because I've never had it before, and now it's one that I have. So I'm happy about that, because it's another room that I now have acquired, I guess. This guy here, he is one of the ones that was in the he's a crawl. He is one of the ones that was in the ship assault room. We did build an atmosphere for him, so now he can come out. And then there was another one who we passed in the hallway. You guys didn't notice because I didn't stop. This is the female Inferno here. She was not one of the ones that was captured, but she is one of the ones that we actually made a clone of. I'm waiting for her to stop so I can actually show you guys her face because her eye, well, you can't really see. Her eyes kind of glow, which is kind of cool, but that is the female Inferno there. There's the male Inferno right there. You see his eyes glowing. That's the female Crawl. We made one for the male Crawl since we had her already in there. Of course, we do have new plants and everything in here. That little floating thing you see up there, that is part of the plant that is not an infection, so we're okay with that. That is a hollow there. Should be at least 2 people in here. Uh-oh. Oh, there he is. Okay, it's 2 hollows. Okay. Alright, go ahead and exit this. We do have another green room. I don't think I have anything in here. Yeah, green room. A greenhouse. Not a green room. Come this way. Come out here. Who are you? That is a human. All right, so the other one, I don't know where they're at. That's a human. They're called a Zeleni. Actually, no, there's two. Two that you guys haven't seen. There's a Rock ROK, and there's a Zeleni. So if we go back to the cloning room, I can at least show you guys what they look like in there. Is this the right hallway? Yeah. So here's the clone lab. Come in here. So we have the... Oh, we don't have the rock guy. Okay. All right, Zeleni. There's a Zeleni. They look kind of like a zombie. We have one of these, and then well, I think we have one of these. Maybe we don't. But we also do have a rock guy. So everything you see over here, we at least have one. Oh, I don't know if we ever made any of those either, the Decas. And the bat, well, I mean, we can see over here. So that's a Mantis, Inferno, human. There's one of the crawls. There's the other crawl. Human. Arachnoid, hollow, arachnoid, human. There is the rock person. So they're in the tractor beam room. We'll go take a look at him in a second. Yeah, so we do have Zeleni. Okay. And they are in the workshop. Okay, and then Mantis. Okay, yeah, so we only have one Zeleni and one rock person because we don't have... I mean, I could... Well, I don't know if I can. I think I can make one of each. Let me see. Rock and Zeleni. What are we missing for them? Well, the rocks we can't make. Zeleni. I don't have the biosphere form NH3. But we have another NH3 plant. So I could technically make another Zeleni. Their resistance is good. Their intelligence is very bad. And their health is good. So that's a person that you would want to take with you on the harvester down to the planets. Their intelligence isn't good, but they won't die as quick. So, oh, that's why we can't make them. We don't have the radiation blue. So yeah, so you can see here the how come there's only one? Oh, because that's a research and that's to make. Okay. I was looking at the radiation blue as to why they all take 5 and then the one took 3. It's because this one needs to be researched for 3 and then they still need to be made for 5 radiation blue. I see. Okay, so let's go look at the Zeleni and the rock, which was the workshop room and the tractor beam room, I think. Workshop, tractor beam? Yeah, tractor beam and workshop, yeah. Okay, so workshop is actually... Oh, I didn't even show you guys a workshop. Let's go look at the workshop. So this is the workshop 2. It works just like the other one. Only difference is you can make tier 2 stuff in here as well. So in the medical research, straight across, here's our workshop 2. This is... Oh, you're not even going to be able to see them because they wear helmets in here. I think it's this dude, Chavez, here. Yeah, you can kind of see his skin under the helmet there in the back. Her skin, it's a female. But that is the rock person there. Or, no, this is the Zeleni. Rock person is in the tractor beam room, which we will go look at now. Right here. I think they wear masks in here too, honestly. They do. There's the rock person there. You can see their green eyes. And if you look at the back of their head, kind of under their helmet there, you can see it kind of, it's like a little bumpy. Well, you can't, there we go. Yeah, see. They're not the prettiest, but they do their part. So, with all of that, now you guys know what the crew is completely made of. We have a lot of crew members, a lot that aren't even assigned. If we look here, not there, here, up in the top right, you can see how many we have. So we have 26 crew members. However, when you set down a new colony, you have to have a certain number of species, of one species, depending on whatever that depending on whatever that colony is for. So like when you go to a new planet, you find a planet that can be colonized. The main thing you have to look at is the atmosphere. So say we find a planet that can be colonized and it's KOH. So obviously you can't put humans down on there because they breathe O2 and not KOH. So you would have to have like so many of the KOH species, or of the KOH atmosphere breathing species, in order to colonize that planet. Right now you can see that the most we have is humans of O2, and then we have NH3. We only have 2 NH3, we have 2 KOH, we have 4 N2O, and we have 6 HCI. So the only thing we can technically colonize right now would be humans. However, that number 14 isn't even correct, because the 14 that's there, that is a mix of humans and the arachnoids, because if you guys remember correctly, the arachnoids also breathe in O2. So what we need to do is we need to find a planet that has whatever number we're looking for, or whatever atmosphere we're looking for, and then we have to have the right amount of people in order to colonize that planet. So the reason why I'm explaining all of that is because now we're going to go and look at the map, because we did go around, we explored everything.
Welcome.
We quote unquote explored everything. We also did get the decontamination room here, and we also learned the panic room. Or no, did we? Yeah, I think that's why they're grayed out. But I didn't craft either one of those. So the decontamination room, all that does is, if an alien who is not part of my crew goes through there, I believe it damages them, and that's it. The panic room is a bit different. The panic room, it tells you there, it says the crew can use these rooms to hide from aggressive alien life forms. So basically, if our ship gets attacked, one random person that is close to that panic room will run into that panic room. And then more than likely, if you don't have the respawn chamber, what'll happen is, if you die on your ship, you will then get control of the next person who's in the panic room. But the respawn chamber does take priority over that. So you'll basically get whoever's in the respawn chamber first, and then whoever's in the panic room. But if you don't have the respawn chamber, then it's whoever's in the panic room. But that panic room basically keeps someone alive. So if your ship gets attacked and literally everyone dies, if you don't take that person out of the panic room, the aliens cannot get in there. So basically you're kind of locked in there until the ship is no longer attacked. Well, you're not locked in there, you can come out whenever you want. But basically the way the aliens that are attacking, the way they see it is, they don't know that room exists. So they will basically ignore that room. They'll kill everyone else on board, and as long as you have someone in there, then your voyage still goes on. But even with that, you have to be careful, because if they kill everyone on your ship, hopefully you have enough time to be able to run out and make more clones or something, to at least start getting your greenhouse under control, because if your greenhouse starts failing, then obviously you're not going to have any air to breathe. So it's a big old mess, but hopefully that never happens. Now if we come in and we look at the galaxy here, you can see I have everything explored. You see all those green planets down there at the bottom? So if we look all the way down here at the bottom, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green planets. Now if you see there, it says Genesis candidate HCI. This one says Genesis candidate O2, NH3, NO2, O2, and NO2. So there's no KOHs, ironically. So basically, because we discovered everything, what this means is we should not be creating any more characters that breathe KOH. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different atmospheres. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so the 5th one is the KOH. So basically, we never found a planet that that requires for KOH people to be colonized. So basically, we should not make any more KOH people, because there would be no way to beat the game. What this means, though, is if you look at this planet here, how it says Genesis candidate N2O, that means that in this galaxy, the 7 planets that are in this galaxy, one of them is a green planet that is, it has a good enough atmosphere for N2O people for them to settle down there. And then if we go there, or if we at least look at it, you can see here it tells you if you want to do a settlement here, this is going to be a Genesis tier 1. You need 21 people or 21 species that breathe the N2O. If you don't have those 21 people, you obviously can't settle down there. So that's going to be our next objective, is going to figure out which one we can do. I would prefer not to do an O2 one because we've done that previously. You can see we're only one off by the from the O2. And I believe that counts the arachnoids and the humans, because it says 14, and that's the 14 that we have total. So I guess we don't need only humans or don't need only arachnoids. We can use both. However, I've done O2 before and I don't want to do them again, so I'd rather do either the N2O, the HCI, or whatever the other one was, NH3. So if we look at the different ones here, we have 2 NH3. Actually, here, we'll just do it this way. So our biggest one right now that we should probably build off of is the HCI. And I don't even remember who HCI is. But basically, we need to find more plants with HCI. We need to get more clones of them. And eventually, we need to make our way down to this planet right here, so that we can settle down our HCI people. Oh, and actually, we only have 4 HCI. We have 6 biosphere for them. 6 of the atmosphere, so we can make 2 more HCI, but we only have 4 technical people that consume it. So that would be probably our next goal there. But you can see that I did discover everything. So all of these icons here, the shipwrecks, these will not move. The ones that move are the ones that look like these little pirate symbols here. The little cross bull and scone, or I can't even say it right, cross skull and bones here. That is a pirate. That one will move around. The ones that look like the little cloud, like the little poison cloud here, this one is the one that moves around on its own. That is the one that is hostile, that will follow you around and attack you. So these also move. So these move, these here move, and these here move. Everything else is basically stationary. You can see that we do have a pirate, and we have a one of the aggressive ones near us. We are currently sitting at this trade station here, and you can see that the little white square that we used to have, which was only like this wide, actually it was only like 1 block out, is now way out here. So the reason for that is because now we have the hyperdrives, which lets you jump further, so I don't have to move 1 block at a time. However, if I want to move all the way out here, you can see it's going to start costing fuel rods. So if you go more than 1 block away from your ship, it's going to cost you 1 fuel rod. But it is only 1 fuel rod per jump. So like even if I move here to this spot, which is, well, actually that one's right next to me. So if I move here, that's 1 fuel rod. If I move all the way out here, that is also only 1 fuel rod. So it's really good to get away from like the slaver guy here and the pirate that you can see moving down here. It's really good to use those to move away from them. There are a lot of crashed ships on this map, which is very interesting because normally I don't see this many. And it looks like they're all critical. You'll occasionally, I was going to say occasionally, you'll find some that are lower. But I did look at all of the trade stations and everything, like all the stuff that they have and all that. I basically got everything I wanted. Some of the stuff I couldn't really trade for. And what else is interesting is like all of these red and yellow areas here. So the red areas we probably still shouldn't go into because they are either sunstorms or cosmic spores, but they're red because they will still damage our ship. The yellow ones, which used to be red, are yellow now because of the shield we have. If we get another shield, they will probably turn completely black like the rest of these here. And that means you can go in there with no problem. So like But what this means is like the cosmic spores. If you go into anything that says cosmic spore there on the right side, it will automatically, eventually, you'll start getting spores on your ship that will automatically start planting random spore eggs and stuff like that around your ship, even without you beaming anything aboard or anything like that. It just automatically happens. Same thing with the cosmic spores in the red, except that happens more often because your shield isn't strong enough to really deflect them. And then these sunstorms, whether they're yellow or red, you'll just take damage because it has to do with like overheat or whatever. But there are planets within those red and yellow areas. So you can see here, this one has seven planets in here that I never even went to because there are sunspots here or whatever, or what is it? Cosmic spores. And it's red, so I never went there. So that's what I mean by I kind of explored everything. Because what I mean is I just uncovered everything, but I haven't actually went and looked at every single planet. So we can still go out there, we can still find more radiation blue. There might even be another green planet somewhere. The only reason that I know these ones are green is because I actually scanned them. So like even the ones down here, I never scanned these. So you could have one down here. However, you have to be careful because you have your pirates down here and you have your aggressive dude here. What we can do is we can probably jump up in this area. There's still a pirate up here. But we can probably jump up in this area and probably try to scan some of those, or better yet, even scan this area. They're all critical here, but obviously you can see I didn't really scan too many of these because we had to run, probably because of this guy or the one that's hanging around us, because he's actually been following us for a while, which is why when I logged off, I did it here at the trade center, or the trade station here. Because if you have one of those guys following you and you log back on the next time, they might be already right on top of you. Like I said, I don't think the game actually progresses while you're offline. I don't think there's a way for this to do it even like that. But it gives you that effect that it actually happens, even though it's not actually happening. So, but what we can do, we could actually probably go in this area here. We even scanned some of these here, not all of them though. But we can definitely go here. There is an aggressor down here, but I mean, honestly, we shouldn't even really be worried about this one, the one here, because we can see him only because of our hyperdrive. But if we didn't even have the hyperdrive, we wouldn't even know he's there, because he's outside of what our one little blocks would be. We would only technically be able to see this area here. We can only see him now, like I said, because we have the extra hyperdrives. But the further away, the better. So let's go ahead, let's jump up here. We'll try to scan these planets and see what we can find here. So we'll hit X on that. Whoops, I hit it too many times. So you can see there it's selected. Then we'll go ahead and use one of our fuel rods. We'll do the jump here. See if this one over here moved. He did. There's actually two near us, which is fine. Oh, there's three near us. Oh, there's a lot of pirates. Holy crap. They all came to this area. That is crazy, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to scan these areas real quick. And if we find another Genesis planet, what will happen is it will actually ping and it'll tell you that there was a Genesis planet detected within your area. And then you can take a look at the map and see what type of atmosphere they need, things like that. But that's the other thing, is we need to figure out who, or not who, but what species breathes that HCI so that we can settle them down. But whenever you colonize a planet, like say we do the O2 just because the O2 is what we have the most of, that will actually end the game, which is why I don't want to do O2, because you can't do multiple colonies. You can't do the O2 and be like, okay, well I have more crew, let's go settle down again. Wherever you settle down, that literally ends the game. Like, you don't just keep going. And I think that's just because the resources don't respawn. Because if they did, then it would be like an endless cycle, which honestly I think would be pretty cool, because it'd be more like a sandbox and you can just keep going, and if anything you can colonize all the planets, and then after you colonize the last one, maybe that should end the game. But that's not how they do it. So, but it's okay though. It is alright. Like I said, right now we're just scanning everything. Technically I could let the hollows do this, but obviously us doing it goes a lot more faster than them, even though the hollows are kind of fast, but we'll just do it ourselves here. So I'll be back in a second once this is done, and then we will take a look and see what's around us. And look at that, speak of the devil. So we just finished, and we have a Genesis candidate for KOH in the area. So if we look back over here, should be a green planet somewhere in the area. Oh, and we have the dude right next to us. Yeah, so it's right here. It's right below us. There it is, KOH. Need 17 of them. So I don't want this guy attacking us, and he is technically right next to us. If he moves on top of us, he can start hitting us. They won't be able to beam aboard because we do have the shields. But once he takes out the shield, that's when they can start beaming aboard. So let's go ahead and move away from him. Problem is, I don't know which direction we should go in here. Should we go... I mean, we could just go here. Here, let's do that. Let's just... And we'll just jump one at a time. That way we're not wasting any fuel rods. We'll jump there, then jump here. Let's see what schemes this thing has, because I don't remember what schemes are here. Yeah, you can see there's a green planet now. Let's come over here and let's see what you got. Welcome. So we had the Workshop 2, which we already bought. We had Zeleni 1, which we don't need to buy because we already have one. And then we can technically buy the Human 2. But I think we already started collecting Human 2. And it's not really worth 40 if we can just keep collecting them. So I'm not really worried about that. Speaking of which, did we ever... I don't think we... Yeah, I don't think we made any of the Deca guys. I didn't see any in here. Yeah, so we never made any of the Decas either. However, I think they breathe H2O anyway. Oh, look, there's our HCI. It's the Infernos and the Mantis. The Mantis and the Infernos. Yeah, Mantis and Infernos. And the funny thing is, I don't think either one of them are smart. What if we go about here? Warning. We'll scan these 5 planets too. Right now we're just looking around, just seeing, because we also still need, like I said, we also still need like radiation blue and stuff. And I could have sat there where we just scanned and seen if there was any radiation blue. But with that many pirates and aggressive ships around us, you probably don't want to stick around there because you'll definitely get attacked. So we can actually scan this stuff, and we have just one aggressive dude in the area. He may or may not start making his way over to us. I don't know. Like, once you see them, I don't know if they become aggressive and they automatically start coming towards you, or if they are like how we were and they can only see like one block out. I'm not sure how that works for them. But we did scan all the planets in the area we're at now, so we can at least go to the tractor beam room and we can see there if there's any radiation blue or anything that we can just beam on board real quick since we got time. Because that dude, even if he comes straight for us, he's going to take a while to get over to us. So we can come in here. There's batteries, there's gunpowder, and framework. And on the planets, we have another KOH. There's another HCI. We could probably go and get that, honestly, and we probably should. Actually, HCI, yeah, because we only have one other HCI plant. I mean, we could still technically make 2 more, but we only have 1 more plant that will help us get. So that'll be... Let's see, that'll be 6 people that we have. 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. And then another 4, because I think it's 4 people per plant. Honestly, the plant depends. I forgot to mention this to you guys. The plant depends on the type of plant that it is. So let me show you what I mean by that. So the greenhouses, when you're looking at the plants, there are 2 types of plants, and I have not discovered all the plants yet, or at least I don't think I have. But like all these plants in here, these are all O2 plants. These are ferns. If you come over here and you look at the fern plant that we have in here, actually they're not. No, those are ones we have. Planter. Here we go. Yeah, these are all ferns. Now you can see it says O2 and it has like 2 little blocks next to it. There are also palm plants, which I thought it showed the type of plants we had, or the names of plants. I guess not. Okay, but there are, so the fern plants here, you can see the 2 little squares. You can also find a palm tree, which is just called palm. That will actually give you 4 atmosphere instead of 2, which is probably why you would want more people assigned to these. But basically the bigger plants will give you a bigger atmosphere. So if you find nothing but palms, you're probably going to want to actually plant those palms instead of the ferns. And I didn't even look at the other greenhouse room that we have over here. Yeah, so you see how we have these big mushrooms instead of the other smaller ones that we had? Oh, and look, there's another plant thing I could do here. Oh, we filled this one up all the way. So these are fungus ones. I don't know. See, these ones are still only 2, though. Is that the bigger one? The fungoon instead of the fungus? This one does... Yeah, so this is the fungus. You can see there in the top center, it says fungus provides 2 N2O. And then if you look at the fungoon, it's a bigger mushroom. It says fungoon provides 4 N2O. So basically, this one would let you spawn 4 more people, where the fungus is only going to let you spawn 2 people. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I don't see why it wouldn't. I don't think I'm explaining that badly. But let's go ahead and let's plant the Yari in here. Just because we can. And then we'll wait for this plant to get here in case anything comes out of it, even though we have this here, but we'll wait here for it. I don't know if you'll be able to see if that other ship shows up. I think you can, but I think it also depends on where it appears, because it could be below us. Like it actually does the whole 3D, 4D atmosphere type thing out there. So I guess we'll just have to wait. But it should be alright. Shouldn't take that long. Oh, and I also made another robot. So you guys remember the silver robot that we found? The hell is that? Oh, here it comes. It's got to be one of the slow ones. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, you guys remember the white or silver robot that we found? I also found a pink one. I made one of those just to see if it was any faster. It's as fast as the white/silver one. Which is still better because the armor, I think it was higher on it. But it's not slow like the yellow one. See him coming over there? Oh, that is a yellow one. Alright, we'll hang out, wait for you. Don't shoot me, turret. Okay, that's good. Oh, gotta do the thing here. I got it. Or basically. Oh. Oh, look at that. See? Spores. Just from them dropping off the plant there. So that's not a good thing. Go ahead and get rid of that. And there's a tree. Make sure all the spores in here are taken care of. Get more smoke here. Gonna hang out here for a second, make sure nothing is gonna spawn in here. And we'll check on the bottom too in a second. Another one. It's funny because it just keeps going back and forth to the same spot. There's the smoke again. Go back over there again. Watch, now that I'm not moving, it's going to go somewhere else. Or it's done. Okay, looks like we got it all. Let's check over here, make sure it didn't go into the other room here. Not seeing anything. And then let's also check on the bottom. In here. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, but that's kind of why you want to stick around when you're planting the plants and everything. You never know what could pop out of those things. All right, so now we can make more more of the HCI guys, but we still need radiation blue to actually make them. So we need to find an area with radiation blue. Yeah, see, I don't think he's actually coming this way. I think he's just moving around in that area. This is the area literally where we started, so everything here should be done. We can probably go down over here and look around. I think we explored some of that stuff, but I don't know if we actually got the stuff from that area. Let's go here. So we'll do one jump at a time because I don't want to waste the fuel rods if we don't need to.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
Oh look, someone invited me to Helldivers. Oh wow, I haven't played with that guy in forever.
Warning.
That is one of the coolest dudes I've ever met online. He's and I don't mean for this to sound bad. Like, I mean, he literally is a pretty cool dude. He's like in his like 70s or something like that. And I played with him and his wife in Helldivers. I actually met them in Helldivers. And they were new to the game, and I was actually showing them the ropes, explaining like how the samples work and the metals, and how you can like turn on and off your flashlight, things like small things. You know, it was like nothing impressive or anything, but I was just helping them out, and they were pretty cool. But I haven't seen them in such a long time. Like, I just haven't played with them. But I also don't play Helldivers too much either. Okay, so we're in the area. Oh, is there a black hole here? There is a black hole. So maybe we have already discovered everything in this area. Yeah, we already got everything. I don't care about the 2 batteries. The area that we can look at that I probably didn't do is right next to us in this asteroid field. There's 9 planets there. Let's look at what the trader has first. He has 2 schemes, and then we'll go to the spores there, which is going to be an issue. We'll try not to stay there too long if we don't have to.
Welcome.
Okay, we already got both these. So medical research and energy rifle. Yeah, we got both of those. Okay, let's go here, which is Asteroid. So we're actually going to take hits from asteroids. The shield will hold up slightly, but our ship is basically going to be taking damage while we're in this area, and it is still possible to get infections on the ship because asteroids carry spores and everything. So we can at least take a look and see what we can get here. Cable, framework, radiation blue. Let's start scanning those. Centrifuge, we need some of those, and then we can go down and we can get this stuff to at least the sites here. I don't care about the plants. We don't need any more O2 plants. Alright, so let me help out with them grabbing this real quick.
Resource beaming complete.
Excuse you. Get off me.
Resources collected.
Got that one. There was only 3, which is why I'm helping them. And I think that
Resource beaming complete.
sound you guys are hearing, if you can hear it, I think that is us getting hit by asteroids. That one. I think I saw spores come on board with him too, though. But there is kind of always a smoke there when that happens. So it might not have been spores. Like, you'll see more smoke. See what I mean? We'll have to keep an eye on that. Alright, so that's everything there. Let's take a look at our shields real quick. Yeah, shields are already... Damn it. Okay, you know what? We're gonna... okay, yeah, we're still gonna go down to the planets. We'll be alright. Gotta do this quick. Come on.
Harvester destination set.
10, 9, launch sequence activate. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0 force field failure and engine sequence activate.
Yeah, I know about the force field. We'll be okay. At least I hope we'll be okay. It'll probably be gone by the time I come back. Our ship will probably take one hit and then we'll be able to move away. Alright, so we're just going to get the site and we're going to leave. There's nothing else here that I want.
Accessing archives.
It'd be cool if in this area you could actually see some of the
20%.
asteroids and stuff.
40%. 60%.
Crazy. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was say it's crazy that I don't hear anything beaming.
80%.
It's probably the small little creatures.
All phases complete.
Oh, another robot. Okay. Oh, it's the little robot, the one I was telling you guys about. That's cool. They sound so funny. All right, let's get out of here.
10, 9, launch sequence activate. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, we're probably going to bring some back with us, but I'm not going to have time to actually look at the creatures. So hopefully our turrets can handle it. And I could assign people to this room, but I took them out of this room because they were dying left and right when I came back every time. Yeah, we brought some back with us, but we should be fine. Let's go here.
Harvester destination set.
Force field failure.
Ow!
10, 9, launch sequence activate.
Oh, shit. Okay. Nope. We're not going to be able to do this. Hold on. Oh. Shit. I went the wrong way, didn't I? I did. Okay. Hold on. So you guys see up in the top left where it says maintenance, shutdown, greenhouse, blah, 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 all that stuff. So we're going to see if we can warp out of here. We might not be able to.
Force field failure imminent. Warning.
Can we warp? Yeah, okay, we can warp. So those places aren't horribly damaged. Because if they were, we wouldn't be able to warp at all. So we warped away. Now what we need to do is we need to repair those rooms real quick. So if we go in here, we can see which rooms were damaged. So we have the corridor there, we have that thing there, and that thing there. So that greenhouse is empty. But we do need to repair this, because if we don't, we can lose all of that. And we need to repair this, because if not, we can lose all that. So we'll basically go in order here. So come this way. Is this it? It is. Okay, so basically right here somewhere is where the damage is. So we need to get underneath. Shit.
Life systems operational.
This is why you need these access things all over the place, and I don't have that many of them. Hold on. I got it. Did I come the right way? No, it already broke. Okay. That's okay. So we need to go connectors, corridor, build a new one. Okay, so that is already good. I don't have to repair it because we just built a new one basically. The one here I can probably catch. Right here.
Power reestablished.
And then the greenhouse is the other thing that I need to catch.
Life systems operational.
Hold on. Oh, no, we lost the greenhouse. So the whole reason, like, there was no one in there and there were no plants in there. So that's not an issue. However, we basically lost the materials that it costs to repair that stuff. Or not to repair it, but to,
Systems operational.
not necessarily to repair it, but to, where is another access cantina? But we lost the stuff that it took to build it, basically. Okay, it fixed after we got that thing. Oh yeah, so we basically lost whatever it took to build this thing. Which, let's see. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. How do I do this? Oh, here we go. Probably life systems. Yeah, so we lost 5 panels, and the energy I'm not really worried about. That gets refunded because it's just not in use anymore. But we lost 5 panels. So it's just good that we didn't have anything else in there. Now, if that would have happened with one of the other greenhouses, if that would have happened with one of the other greenhouses, it would have been a huge issue because we would have lost all the atmosphere that the other greenhouses were giving. So like if we lost this one, you guys seen all the ferns and everything we had in there. It would have been a huge issue because anyone breathing O2 would start dying off unless you immediately had replacements for those plants. You can actually build the plants fast enough, get people in there to monitor it. So that's why you have to be careful with the areas that we were just in with this asteroid thing here. Now I still do want to go back there. The good thing is our shields are back, so we can technically go back over there, which that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go back over there. This time, our shields are going to be at full when we start this. Oh, whoa, hold on. Why is our biosphere, why do we have a leak? Hold on, go back.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
Oh, shit. Okay. Hold on.
Power reestablished.
I didn't even know that was broken. Okay, so all of that should not break. Shit. The hyperdrive. I don't know if that's going to get fixed or not on its own. I think once I reestablish the power, it should, but I'm not 100% sure. Nope, there it all went. I heard it. Or maybe it's still breaking. It's still breaking. I'm coming. Don't break off.
Power reestablished. Power reestablished. Power reestablished. Power reestablished. Power reestablished. Power reestablished.
Alright, that one has one on top too, so we need to go back on top. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Life systems operational.
Yeah, see, I need more access corridors in this.
Life systems operational. Life systems operational. Life systems operational.
There we go. Yeah, it's being repaired. Okay. Alright, we're all good. Oof. No big deal, right? Easy peasy, guys. Easy peasy. Oh, through here, then here. There we go. Alright, and shields are at normal. Let's fill up our health. Grab ammo. Now we can go back to that area.
Warning.
And while we're going there, we'll start running. Now we are going to start taking damage immediately. However, our shields are up, so we should not start losing parts of our ship right away.
Destination set.
As long as your shields are up when you're in here, you're good. It's when the shields go down as when it's an issue. So it should be enough time to get down to the planet, grab the thing, come back, and warp away before we take any damage. Should be. But I guess we'll find out because I'm not 100% sure on that. And then after that, we'll go ahead and call it. But at least you guys now know what to look out for with the asteroids. So, or with the asteroid fields, I should say. All right, over here. Ah!
Accessing archives.
Got a UFO here.
20%. 40%.
Decans. They have good weapons too.
60%. Weapons activated. Weapons activated. 80%. All complete.
Alright, what do we got? We got alien location mechanic. Oh, that's the guy, right? Is the mechanic a whole nother species? I didn't know that.
Weapons deactivated.
Alright, did they drop any DNA? I don't see any. It's alright, we're leaving.
10, 9,
I didn't realize the mechanics was a whole nother species.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, alright, now we need to warp out immediately. So start running back to the thing. Hopefully if there's anything on board, the turrets will handle it. Which there should be things on board because they were right at the harvester. Well, maybe not because the turrets aren't shooting. This way. Oh, I went the wrong way again. Damn it, why do I keep doing that? Alright, we're not taking hits by asteroids, so I think we're good at the moment.
Force field is at full strength.
Curious. Oh, look at that. We didn't even take any damage from the force field. Okay, but let's warp away from here, though.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
There we go. Now, the site or alien locator mechanic. So there is a mechanic species? The only time I've ever seen the word mechanic was when it was these guys. Like that one, how it says anarchist, sometimes it would say mechanic. Do we have one that
Force
says mechanic?
field is at full strength.
Destroyer. Flavor. Pirate. What about any of the pirates? Are the pirates called mechanics? They're just going to be called pirates, aren't they? No? That's anarchist too. So I wonder if those are species too then. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to have a species called pirate. But I am curious about that now because now I want to go and check those locations. And the Moros, I believe. Well, actually, no. The Moros are a bit different. The Moros look similar to how the guys that I showed you that we captured. Not in there. They look similar to these guys. Oh, and actually, speaking of that, so how we were just in the asteroid field and everything, it was actually pretty dumb of me to go there. Do we have? Yeah, we have 2 people in here. Okay, so it's not that bad. What can happen is this room can get damaged and it can actually knock out the power in this room, and these creatures will actually be set free and they'll be able to go and do whatever. So because of that, what we should do is we should actually set up this room with some defenses. Just to stop them from spreading if they get loose. Don't have to block off that one. Oh, that doesn't look right. There we go, that's better. Excuse me. There we go. There. That way if they get loose, that should stop them from leaving if the turrets and my people don't kill them. Then I'll just have to keep an eye on that room to make sure that they're not running around freely. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down in the comments section. If you guys would not mind, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will have more of this game coming at you. Of course, we still need to do... oh, and there's actually mechanics right here by us. I didn't even see that. So I'm going to try to look for these mechanic guys and see if they are an actual species or what. Because the mantis, if you look on the top left where it says alien location, the mantis, the deca, the crowls, and the hollows I know are species. The Moros I was unsure about, and the mechanics I did not know about. So that's actually pretty interesting. So I wonder if you can actually get those as crew members. But I'm gonna try to figure that out. Let's see if I can capture a mechanic, or at least get some DNA for a mechanic or something along those lines. And then, of course, we're gonna try to continue to build our HCI group, but we need to get more of the radiation blue. I think we got 3 radiation blue, but we need 5 per clone. So I'm gonna have to go around and try to find all those. But like I said, thank you all for joining me. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comments section. Like and subscribe. Join the channel if you want to, 99 cents a month. If you subscribe, it's free. If you join, it is 99 cents a month. Right now, I'll be honest with you, there is no benefits to joining. Um, you're just helping me on my journey to turning this into a career. And if I go live, you'll have some little emoji cons that you can use. I think there's like 4 different ones, but that is it. I don't do member videos at the current time, only because I only have 2 members and they are aware of this. But I don't do member only videos. Once I get somewhere like maybe 10 members or something, obviously I'll probably start doing stuff more towards, doing things specifically for members, because I do want to show my appreciation for them and everything. And I do appreciate them now. It's not that I don't. It's just, it feels, I don't know. Maybe I'll start doing them even before the 10. Because they are kind of giving me something and I want to give them something back. So maybe we'll do that in the future. I just don't know how I'm going to do it yet, because I also don't want people missing out on stuff that could possibly help them, and I don't want that also to be the only reason that you're joining the channel. If you want to join, that's fine. If you don't, I don't want you to be punished for not joining. I'm not going to turn it into a oh, you have to give me money to see this video type thing. Maybe I'll just do like a funny video or something like that, and the funny video they'll have access to and everyone else won't, but it won't be anything informational or helpful in a game or anything. I don't know. We'll see how it works. But thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.